Hey, this is Ky Logue, and you're listening to the Real Estate Wholesaling Syndicate. I designed this podcast to get you real, actionable information that you can apply directly into your wholesaling business. There's no fluff, no bullshit, just real advice and real strategies from the best investors and wholesalers in the game. There's a lot of misconceptions out there. And the big reason is there's so many fucking gurus or influencers that people just want you to believe it's so fucking easy to get into this shit. And they think it's so easy, make a couple calls, skip trace a list, and fucking boom, you're a millionaire. All you gotta do is buy their fucking course. But the truth of the matter is it's fucking not, dude. This shit's fucking hard work. This shit, it's fucking, there's ups, there's downs, it's a roller coaster. It's fucking sleepless nights, working a shitload of fucking hours. There's getting so close to the fucking finish line, feeling like you're there, and then getting it snatched away from you. But on the flip side, like there's huge fucking wins. You can make a shitload of fucking money off one deal. I've made more money off wholesaling deals than I've made, in any other business I've been in. I've started a bunch of them. And, I've been an entrepreneur for 8 years, and this wholesaling shit, it's one of the hardest things I've ever done. But I fucking love it, and there's nothing I'd rather be doing. I wish I found it earlier because I'd be that much further ahead. But, it's real. It's like there's so much shit that could go wrong with the deal. There's so many things, and like I said before, people stop themselves when they start to worry about it all. And it's just knowing that, like, it's not going to be easy. You're going to get punched in the fucking face. You're going to get your fucking head thrown on the ground. You're going to get fucking curb stomped. And you're going to have to get up the next day and do that shit again. So if you're someone, that isn't built for it, if you're someone that doesn't deal with rejection well, if you're someone your whole life you've never been told no, if you're someone that, you want to go the easy route, path of least resistance, this probably isn't for you. And honestly, I don't think anything worth having is easy. I think there's always shit you're going to go through. You're always going to have to do it, but you have to pick your heart. And you have to know your why. I know it sounds corny as fuck. Everyone's like, know your why. But you do have to know your why. And you have to it can't just be someone else's why. It can't just be, some surface level shit. You have to go deep and figure out what it is. Is it that you want freedom? You want, fuck you money. Do you want it so that, like, your bills are paid, shit's paid off, you're good? Do you want to have a big fucking company? Do you want to just do a couple deals? You need to know those things in the beginning so you can make a plan so you can get there. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, is that they saw what someone else is doing, or they're comparing themselves to what other people are doing online, or these numbers that people claim to be doing, and maybe they are, maybe they're not. And it gets tough, when you start to compare. I think they say comparison is the thief of joy. So when you start to compare yourself with other people who might have, assets you don't have, it might be fucking flat out lying. They might not be making the money they say they're making, or maybe they're more talented than you, whatever. And when you start to get into it and wonder, why are they doing better? Why am I not where I want to be? That's when you really get fucking in your head, and that's when you quit. And I think that's why most people quit, is because they don't get those quick, instant wins, and they realize this shit is harder than, people on TikTok or wherever want to make you believe it is, because they're trying to sell you something. But, I mean, it's worth it. If it's for you, if you have your goals, you have your why, I believe it's the best vehicle, the best one I know of at least, to literally change not only your financial future, but your entire fucking future for yourself, for your family, for generations to come. But you have to know why you're getting into it. Is it you want passive income? Do you want to buy properties? Do you want to have money to do something else? Know what that is. Write that shit down and look at it every day. And write it down as if you've already achieved it. One of the things I like to do when I write my goals down, I write them down as I already achieved them. And if you're not writing your goals down, start fucking doing it, because it's a game changer. But write it down as if you've done it. And I like to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm doing X. And feel it. You got to feel that shit. And you have to, you get what you focus on in life. So if you focus on all the bad shit, all the deals that fell through, all the fucking, things you have to do, all the, how far, how hard it's going to be, how far you have to go, and, you know, all the things that are wrong in your life, that's what you're going to see more of. But if you focus on, you know, what you have to be grateful for and really feel that shit, you know, maybe say you have fucking ears to listen and you can listen to this podcast. Maybe you have a car to drive in. You know, maybe you got food in the fucking fridge. You know, maybe your bills are paid for the month. Even if they're not, but knowing you have the ability to go ahead and get money, like, man, that's definitely something to be grateful for. And, man, it's you know, maybe you're healthy. Maybe you're fucking awake. You know, you're conscious. You know what's going on. I just found out one of my best friends growing up, kid's ride or die, you know, is literally on his deathbed right now. Same age as me. He's fucking 32. He's fucking not gonna make it, dude. And, like, it's fucked. You know, life is short. None of us get out of it alive. But, you know, be grateful that you can wake up and get after it and just really put shit into perspective. Another thing I like to do is think about what I've overcome in my past. You know, when is my back against the wall and I've made it happen? And having those things and remembering, it doesn't have to be wholesaling related. It can be something done in another business. It can be whatever. You know, anytime you've overcome something, remember that and just remember how it felt. Because you have to be so focused on the win and getting what you want. Because if you're not, you're going to get focused on something else, and it's probably the wrong thing, and you're going to get distracted, and you're going to quit. So, long story short, man, the truth of the matter is this is one of the best vehicles, if not the best vehicle, for you to get paid, to get money, to get stacks. But you have to know your why, and you have to know shit's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it was easy, people wouldn't quit and go get jobs. If it was easy, I mean, there wouldn't be a fucking point to it. There'd be no point in life if everything was easy. So it's hard. The shit works. It's real. There's people really making money. It's just making sure you're following the right people and not comparison. You know, not getting stuck with comparison, not comparing yourself to others. Just run your own fucking race, have your goals, and get after it each and every day. Because the truth of the matter is, if you fucking aren't someone that just is afraid to quit, if you're not someone that's faint of heart, if you're someone that has fucking balls to go out and get what you want, this shit's for you. So get up, get after it, go get what you want, get what you deserve, keep fucking crushing it, and I will see you guys next week. Hey, this is Ky Logue. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I truly appreciate you. If you want more of this information and you want to see these actually recorded live, go ahead, join our Facebook group. It's a Real Estate Wholesaling Syndicate. It's right on Facebook. Google it, you'll find it. Type it on Facebook, you'll find it. I look forward to seeing you guys in there. We give a ton of free information in there, a bunch of free trainings, free courses. You get all the scripts, contracts, everything you need, A to Z, absolutely free. And I look forward to seeing you on the group.